Ladies and gentlemen, it is a good day. You know why? Because the Twins win and Cleveland loses in extra innings. So that means we are back up to, 3.5 games, I think, in the AL Central. That is good. That's right where we want to be right now moving forward against the bad teams. We ended up taking the series against the Tigers. Man, I tell you what, Friday night looked a little rough, okay? But, we came back, we won 2 games, take the series, and that's what we needed to do after losing to the White Sox at home. So we're going to go through this. We won 7-4. We had 5 hits. That's it. They had 9 hits. So I tell you what, I don't know how we won this game, but, I do. I'll tell you how we won this game in a second, but that's not something that usually happens. So here, let's go through the checklist. Did we score first? Yes, sir. Did we score more than 6 runs? Yes, we did. Did we keep them to scoring 6 runs? Well, of course. Yes, we did. Did we out-hit them? No, we didn't. But you know what? The most important one, we found a way to win, right? Now, before I get into this video, I'm going to shout out Glix again right here. Boom, the shirt. Hit up my boy Mick, my boy Dave, the 2 guys that I've gotten to talk to at Glix, downtown Minneapolis. Head to the beer garden in the back of Glix. Give my boy Mick a shout out. He is doing some good things over there. Great food, some of the best food you'll ever taste. They're not a sponsor on this video, but I just thought, I would give them some love for giving me this shirt and giving my family some great service. So again, if you want great food before a Twins game or after a Twins game, hit up Glix, downtown Minneapolis, just a block or 2 from the stadium. Much appreciated. Tell Mick I said hi. So let's go through this now. Box score, baby. We got the win. We scored first. But let's start with pitching. Of course, let's start with pitching. Perez, he actually did really well today. A quality start for Perez. We had only 1 of those in the last 2 weeks. And now a lot of it is because, we've been losing games. Okay, so we're probably not going to get a quality start out of that. But also, our guys haven't been going, 6 innings a lot lately. Perez, he's been solid in his last couple of starts now. And he went 6 innings today, only gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. He looked really good. And he was getting strikeout after strikeout on the low cutter, I believe is what that pitch was. I'll take it. That's not usually where I'd want to see that, but it worked. And that's all you can ask for today, right? Is if it works one time, that's all you need, right? Because he got his 9th win, 1 win from 10. That's really good. So we have Odorizzi with 10, Barrios with 10, Gibson with 10, and then Pineda and Perez. They're getting there. So that'd be pretty cool if we can do that. Stashek came in. He pitched really well. Gave up 1 hit in 2 innings. Struck out 1. Thorpe, not his best day, let's put it that way. Threw 1 inning, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, and a strikeout. But other than that, it was a pretty solid day. I mean, we had this game for most of the game. I wasn't really worried at any point, considering, how good we've been doing these last 2 days. Our offense really stepped it up, and that's what helped us win these games today. So we're going to go through it. Let's start with the plays in the 3rd inning when we won the game. Not technically, we had won the game by the 4th inning. So we're going to start here in the 3rd. Scope leads off with a walk. You guys know how much I talk about leadoff walks, how much they hurt a team, mainly the Twins, in the past couple of weeks. But Scope gets a leadoff walk. And then Garver doubles off the wall. Scope, honestly, this could have gone either way, okay? Scope doubles off the wall. He is standing on the bag, on second base bag. Now that ball, of course, if it was caught, Scope would have had to retreat, and that could have been a mess. But it was not. It was off the wall, and that allowed him to score easily. Garver's 12th double of the season. Like I said, though, risk and reward. We got the reward today. That's what helped us get the lead early. We didn't really look back from there, as Jorge Polanco did ground out, but he moved Garver to 3rd, and then Nelson Cruz, he hits a ground out, but scores the run, and we are up 2-0. So that was a very productive inning, even with the outs, right? I mean, Scope leads off the inning with a walk, Garver doubles, so he's standing on second base. Then a ground out moves him over, another ground out brings him in. That is good baseball. That's what the Twins haven't been doing much of, because they've been trying to hit home runs so much, but that is really good when a team can do that, and get runs in the old-fashioned way, right? We don't need to hit a bunch of home runs. We do, of course, but that helps. Let's go to the 4th inning when we scored 3 runs. This was really huge. So Sano doubles to lead off the inning. Technically a leadoff walk because they didn't get an out. That's how I look at it, at least. So you had a double and a hit by pitch. It wasn't a walk, but you know what I'm saying? You get the guy on base freely. with a hit by pitch on Max Kepler. So first and second, CJ Cron, baby. Crony hits one deep. It goes over the fence. That's all you can ask for from him, really. He's been struggling lately. Let's put it that way. Maybe not so much in the last, 4 or 5 games. He's been decent, but before that, he was in a long stretch of just absolutely doing bad. Let's put it that way. But today gets his 21st home run, a 3-run home run, making, I wouldn't say errors, but, an error by the pitcher, by hitting Kepler. Make them pay for it, right? That's what we need to do, is make these guys pay for their mistakes, and we did that right there with Cron destroying, I believe it was an off-speed pitch, right? So he's really struggled with the off-speed pitch lately, swinging under it, fouling it back. But when you keep throwing him, I tell you what, I think the last 2 or 3 home runs he's had are off that curveball. If you throw it enough times, he will see it. That really was good. That obviously opened up the game 5-0. They didn't score 5 runs, so we won the game at that point. But I mean, we continued. We continued to score in the 6th inning, and that's, again, just good for your offense to keep scoring runs against a bad team, right? Detroit is not good. They do not have 40 wins this season. I don't know how they got the first win, but they're 39-89. We are 79-51. Basically, it's good to just destroy these guys, and we need to, because we're not going to get these easy teams in the playoffs. So destroy them when we can. But CJ Cron walks with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. A couple batters later, Jonathan Schoop hits his 18th home run. That was a line drive. I don't know how it got out. I don't know how it stayed in. I don't know what's a good example of this. Here's the ground. Here's the playing surface, right? It just was like that. I mean, that thing was not even off the ground at all. Just got over the wall. Just stayed inside the fair line. It was a home run nonetheless, and we were up 7-2 at that point. Like I said, they scored a couple of runs. Who really cares about their runs, because they're not the Twins? They didn't matter. So he gets us on the board, or up more, again, 5 runs, 7-2, 18 home runs. He'll get to 20, which means we will have 7 players. Is there still somebody at 19? Is Polanco at 19 still, I think? He's really close too. We'll have 7, maybe 8 players get to that 20 mark for 20 home runs. That means MLB record, baby. And of course, we're going to break the home run record. That's just dumb to say that we're not going to do that, because, yeah, we've just been absolutely crushing the ball. We had, 2 home runs today, Cron and Schoop. That puts our total at 253, so we are just 14 away from tying, 14 away from breaking the record. I'm not good at math. It doesn't matter. We're very close, and we'll probably do it in the next week, to be honest. Especially if we keep having, 3 home run games, 2 home run games, 4 home run games. It's going to happen. So that was really good. All of our runs that we got, all of our hits basically, were in the 3 innings that we scored, right? Of course, the walks hurt us. No, the walks hurt them. My bad, people. But we had 5 hits, right, on 7 runs. Again, that doesn't happen very often. We made their errors pay. We made their hit by pitches and their walks pay, and that all happened collectively, right? When you get a leadoff double and you can't score him, and then you get a leadoff hit, another hit, you can't score him, that hurts. But when you can get leadoff walks and then hit them around and then get a home run in there, that helps. When they're not solo shots, that helps. Neither one of the home runs today were solo home runs. Schoop had 1 runner on, and Cron's was a 3-run shot. That is good. That's what we don't see the Twins having a lot lately, making errors pay and hitting multiple run home runs. That is what's really good for this team. And if they can continue to do that again against bad teams like Detroit, that's a winner. That's winning baseball right there. So going through the box score quickly, and then we'll end the video. Garver went 1 for 3 in the leadoff spot today, of course, with the double. Had the RBI and came around to score. He had the game-winning double back in the 3rd inning, because they didn't take the lead or tie it up. So good for him in that leadoff spot today against Boyd, of course, who's a pretty good pitcher. 6-10, his record doesn't say that, but he's a pretty good pitcher, probably the ace for Detroit. So to have Garver, the leadoff guy, do some damage, really good. That's why we put him up there against lefties. Polanco 0 for 4 today, whatever. Cruz 0 for 4, whatever. He's slumped against Detroit. He still had, a couple of productive outs today, but Detroit, it's a bad team, and he does well against good teams. It just doesn't make sense. So he went 0 for 4 today, but did have an RBI. Gonzalez 1 for 4. Sano 1 for 3 with a run and a walk. He took a walk as well. So did Garver. I forgot to mention that. But no strikeouts for Sano. He's been really heating up. I love watching Sano now. He is really good, being productive. 1 for 3 today. Kepler went 0 for 3, but scored a run. Then, because he got hit. Then Cron went 1 for 2 with a 3-run home run, of course. He had 2 walks today and 2 runs. He was the all-star game player of the game. Arise went 0 for 2 today with a walk. Yeah, whatever. Cave also went 0 for 1. Whatever. That stinks. But he'll get if Cave plays more, he's going to be a beast. And then Scope, he had a good day in the bottom of the lineup as well. 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run, 2 RBIs, 2 runs, and a walk. So good job for them. Almost every one of our guys struck out, by the way. But Boyd's a good pitcher. Their bullpen, they did a little bit of work to us as well. But, hey, we got the win. Cleveland lost, right? That's all that matters. So, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Again, check out Glicks right here. Boom, boom, boom. Downtown Minneapolis. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. We're gonna beast up on whoever we have next. I don't even know who we have next, but we're gonna beast up on them and get some more wins. That's all we can ask for. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.